Hey, 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 my wonderful, wonderful Cancers. How are you guys doing today? Welcome so much to my channel. I want to thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Before I begin, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself and what I will be doing here on this channel. First of all, my name is Kamoy and I am new here to YouTube. I think this is just about my third week of videos posting. So I want to welcome you and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I have dedicated this channel to anyone that is on their spiritual path. May it feel like you're ascending, or you're an empath, a light worker, spiritual guidance that you're seeking, spiritual empowerment, or just really spiritual growth. Okay, if you're into signs and symbols from the cards, okay. Like I said, I have dedicated this channel to anyone that's into astrology, numerology, hidden science, energy. Anything that you feel you are seeking answers for, you may be able to find a little bit of everything here on this channel. Although I will predominantly be doing your readings in this video, I will throw in a little bit of chakra information because I am a level 2 certified Reiki healer. Okay, so you will be getting a lot of chakra information. I pulled 2 chakra cards for your sign for the week, my wonderful Cancers, and then I tap into a second deck. We're going to be using the Zen deck today to clarify exactly the energy that you may need to pay attention to. Okay, so now you also want to go ahead and check out the 11:11 messages this week, my wonderful Cancers. I did feel led in meditation that I needed to do 11:11 encouraging readings for you guys and to offer you guys 10-minute readings for a donation of $11.11. So you want to go ahead and check out the information and the links in the description box below where you can get that information and schedule your personal reading, okay? All right, so I'm going to check and see what energy you were working with last week, okay? The purpose of these videos are for you to master thyself, okay? This is all about self-mastery. This is all about you being able to create the experience that you want to experience in this life, okay? Last week, Pisces, you guys had joy and completion. So you had solar plexus energy and sacral chakra energy, I believe. Completion is sacral chakra. So let's take a look and see what you guys have this week. We just want to thank our angels, our guides, and our ancestors, our higher selves, the God, the creator, the divine source. We want to thank all of the energy, the positive energy in the atmosphere that's here for our highest good. We want to thank our ancestors and the divine creative source. What information do you have for my wonderful Cancers this week? Now, I am time stamping this video for the week of March 31st to April 6th. However, once again, energy is fluid. So the universe don't give a shit about time. Okay, guys? We are the one that get caught up in time. Okay. So you have a heart chakra popping up on the board, which is wisdom. Okay, and you have a third eye chakra popping up on the board, which is balance. Okay, so now your heart chakra deals with love, compassion, and forgiveness. Okay, your third eye chakra deals with your imagination and it deals with your creativity. Okay, and it's also pineal gland. Okay, so we're going to take a look and see exactly what you need to be mindful of. Now, when your heart chakra is blocked, guys, you don't let love in. You can be very judgmental and very critical of others. Okay, and you can't get back what you don't put out. So it's important for you to be able to operate in forgiveness at all times. So when you want to balance your heart chakra, definitely start with forgiveness. Okay, guys? Now, when your third eye chakra is blocked, you have lack of imagination. You have difficulty maybe even focusing, okay, or concentrating, okay? Now, to balance your third eye chakra, you may want to find ways where you can meditate and quiet yourself down, okay? And you may also want to pay attention to what you watch on TV as well as what you listen to. Pay attention to the conversations that you have. Okay, but more importantly, what you see, anything that's giving you visualizations. Okay, mostly TV, YouTube, anything that you're doing visualization, as well as audio stimulation is what you want to pay attention to when your third eye chakra is blocked. Okay, all right, so let's take a look and see what we have on the board today. Okay, so the overall energy that you need to pay attention to with your heart chakra and your third eye chakra today is the Nine of Water energy on the board. So this is like the Nine of Cups on the board. And this is all about wish being fulfilled. This is all about you coming into a place of happiness and into a place of satisfaction. But this can also be you being greedy or dissatisfied with things, okay? Being too materialistic about things, all right? Or maybe even you're not even being able to see the possibilities in things, because you do have the two of fire on the board. Now, fire is all about your intuition, okay? So are you really taking the time out to plan things from a future perspective, okay? Are you taking survey of where you are right now, especially emotionally, my wonderful Cancers? Because you are the energetic pattern of I feel. So you're manifesting from your feelings. So you're always going to have to pay attention to your feelings, my wonderful Cancers, okay? Now, so you got the Nine of Water on the board telling you basically, don't get too dissatisfied. Don't get too comfortable, right? Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your emotions. Are you taking a proper survey on how you feel? Are you really, or you just paying attention because your ego was bruised, right? Are you taking a full survey of everything that's going on? Okay, or you're really being fearful because you don't know what the next step is. Okay, then you got the Four of Rainbow on the board. Now, you're going to have to pay attention to you wanting to be overly controlling. But once again, it's kind of like you still have this card saying, don't be too greedy, right? And I kind of hear like, don't be too greedy where you don't want to compromise, where it's all about your wants, your needs, what you need. Or this could be the energy that you're dealing with, their wants, their needs, right? There needs to be balance. So we're going to talk balance into the situation right here. Okay. Yep, we're going to talk balance into it. Okay, so we have the King of Fire. Okay, now the King of Fire is all about being a natural born leader. This is all about creative, visionary entrepreneurship. This is all about honor, right? And because this energy is really already dealing with heart chakra and calling things into balance, this is really about you being able to balance right here. Look at this. Balance your emotion, because your emotion is at the foundation right here. You got to go back to source. Okay, don't be too impulsive in your decision making. Don't be too impulsive in your decision making. In your second card placement, you got innocence, right? So when innocence shows up, this is all about judgment. This is all about rebirth. This is about an inner calling, okay? This can also be like self-doubt. This can also be like refusal for you to examine yourself, right? So if you're doing the work, know that things are flowering. If you're doing the work. If you're not doing the work, then you know something can't grow if you're not. It's kind of like if you have a plant and you're not watering the plant, and the plant requires sunlight, and you have the plant, in a dark room all of the time, and you're not watering, it's not going to grow, right? So if you're not doing the work, things are going to feel like they're out of balance, right? Especially when it comes to your family commitment. So this has to do with your heart situation, okay? Know that judgment is coming in. All right. Some things are being judged. Some inner observation is going on. Rebirth is going on, okay? If you're open to it, the choice is yours. But as this is going on, you need to understand that you need to go with the flow. So these are things that are happening internally that you may not be fully aware about, but you just need to go with the flow. Try not to control things, Cancer, especially control things emotionally, okay? Now, you also have the Eight of Rainbow on the board. When the Eight of Rainbow pops up on the board, ordinariness, this is all about apprenticeship. Some of you may be going back to, so you can think of this as like the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you may be going back to school. This could also mean engagement, okay, apprenticeship, okay. For those of you that are, because we're dealing with, I feel like your heart chakra energies on the board and your third eye chakra energies on the board, that's, I'm calling for balance. I feel like this definitely has to do with more emotions and how you're dealing with things, right? So you want to be mindful not to be too much of a perfectionist in how you think people should operate and how you think people should move, okay, my wonderful Cancers. Then you got consciousness on the board. This is like really going back into self and meditating. Yep. See, then we got the Lovers card on the board. That's what I'm talking about, right? And because that's what I feel. I feel like this is wrapped around you being able to forgive and for you to operate in wisdom. When this wisdom card pops up, this talks about you operating and doing things differently, taking the things that you've learned from the past and applying them to the situations now. So you don't really have to keep repeating the same situation with a different face, okay? Lovers card is on the board, and I believe the Lovers is Gemini. Okay, so you have to be versatile. That's that balance. See things the way that you desire to experience them, not the way you fear. And that shit that's happening right now, you're noticing that you have to change the way you see love, the way you see things. Because it's kind of like some of you are still stuck in that old negative mind loop because you got the Six of Air on the board. So you're still stuck in all of that, that regret. But you have to understand that regret was necessary. This was necessary for transformation, okay? Let go of those burdens, though. Yep, you can't cling to the past, especially if you're in the now moment. You can't hold on to the past and now, okay? That's not gonna work. You can't hold on to the past and now. All right. Okay, in your fourth card placement, you got the 10 of fire on the board. Now, fire represents your intuition, right, guys? So, if you're dealing with heart chakra energy and third eye chakra energy, and it's saying you need to pay attention to your intuition here, okay? The 10 of fire can be stress. This can be also you working towards some type of achievement. This is also that burden that I'm talking about. We're going to clarify this 10 of fire energy. This could also be you taking on too much responsibility, okay? And in Cancers, we talk about you being in your feelings. Yep. There's some guilt going on, okay, that needs to be let go. And yeah, some of you feel like you've been really bitchy and nasty, and they've been bitchy and nasty, right? But that's because they're not being true with themselves. You got the 4 of Air energy on the board. Somebody's in contemplation, thinking about some things, and just changing. Like somebody is really thinking about changes. Somebody's thinking that they're tired of hurting. Somebody's feeling like they're tired of this guilt, right? Somebody's taking responsibility for all this shit that they've done to hurt you. Or you're taking responsibility for all of the shit that you've done to hurt them. Like, I see the guilt going, but the work needs to be done. You can't cling to the past. You're going to have to take shit moment to moment. Right? Can I say something else? I did not go into this in any of the other water sign videos, but I feel like I need to highlight this for you, Cancers. Chiron is now in Aries, okay? And Chiron is known as the wounded healer, okay? And Chiron is all about coming in to heal the things within that needs to be healed within that particular house. Because it is in Aries, it is coming to heal the issues in your first house, which is your personal self, Okay, so this is bringing you forth personal healing in the areas that you need it. May it be in your childhood, may it be in relationships now. So whatever energy that you feel is coming to the forefront that needs to be healed, that is being offered to you now. Okay, so heart chakra work is calling for you to use wisdom and operate in forgiveness. Okay, third eye is asking you for balance. Okay, then in your fifth card placement, we know 5 represents change, right? You have creativity on the board. When creativity show up, this is all about the Empress energy. This is all about fertility, creating things from anew. And anytime you see the moon in the card, this is all about you being able to balance emotions. Okay, this is all about your emotions. This is about abundance. This is about beauty. Okay, this can also you feeling creatively blocked or maybe being dependent on others emotionally. Okay, yep, you got the dream card on the board, so that's like the 6 of water, right? When the 6 of water pops up, this is all about childhood innocence. This is all about reunion, could be. This can also be about you being stuck in the past. Okay, yep, you got rebirth coming in. I think one of the other water signs got the same thing too, because we got the 10 of ear popping up on the board. So you got 2 10s on the board. You got the 10 of ear on the board, and you got the 10 of fire on the board. So the 10 of ear is telling you all of this defeat or this betrayal or this ending that you feel that you've had to go through. This is saying know that you are going through like a rebirth. It's a recovery going on, a regeneration going on, right? Now, then we got this 10 of fire. 10 of fire is just really telling you whatever responsibility that needs to be happen, take responsibility for that. Okay, this is the hard work that you've had to put into things. Let go of whatever burdens. Avoid not taking on too much responsibility. Okay, balance. There's definitely healing coming in, and there's healing coming in maybe to some childhood things, okay? Bringing some innocent back maybe to even the way you view, and I want to say the way you view love, okay? Some of you were made naive decisions in the past, and it's kind of like you made those decisions because you didn't know any better. So you just need to forgive yourself, operate with more wisdom, okay? Bring in some balance in your life. Meditation is key for anything. You meditate every day, all day, guys, okay? So if you can understand that you have to be more mindful in what you're meditating on, you can change your whole fucking world. I'm telling you, okay, guys? All right, my wonderful Cancers, you guys need to operate today and this week with more wisdom and forgiveness from your heart chakra. So that's letting go of the past shit that don't serve you, taking responsibility for your own shit, and you need to start using balance in your third eye. That's using your imagination to create and visualize the experiences that you want to have. Meditation is key. Make sure you drink plenty of water, my wonderful Cancers. You're going to hear me say meditation is key all of the time, because you're constantly creating your reality, and you're doing that whether or not you recognize it or not. You're constantly creating your reality. So if you're watching this video, I'm constantly going to be telling you that you're constantly creating your reality, and you need to take responsibility for such, okay? All right, my wonderful, 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 wonderful Cancers. I will see you guys in next week's reading. Make sure you check out the angel messages for this week, okay? I felt led to do angel messages for 11/11. And I also was guided to offer you guys 10-minute readings for a donation of $11.11. Okay? All right, my wonderful Cancers. I will see you guys in next week's reading. Make sure you do something kind for yourself, and have a wonderful week. Bye, guys.